Hi, this is Satiris. Today's training, this is part 4 of my 101 blogging tips video series, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about how to use HTML without taking a new language course. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to log into the back office of one of my WordPress blogs. Now, I'm assuming if you're doing this 101 blogging tips course that you have actually decided to start a blog, and preferably one on WordPress. Okay, so if you go to yourwebsite.com/wp-admin and log in. The first thing I want to say to you is there's a plugin, and I recommend you add the plugin. Okay, so if you go to plugins and click add new, and the plugin is called WP Edit. So if you just go into the search and just type in WP Edit, WP-EDIT, and click install now. Then activate. Okay, now what this allows you to do in WordPress, there's no way to change the font size and different things like that. So all you do is it gives you these extra things here which you can add to your WordPress down at the bottom. So for anything you want, say for example font family, so different fonts, you just drag it up into the top container or the second container. Font sizes, yes, I want to be able to change the font size, so I'll drag that up as well. Yep, formats. So basically you just pick anything you want. Tables, yes, I like tables because it's nice and neat and you can put things in them. Motions, insert date time, yes, I like that. People to be able to preview, that's fine. People to be able to print, that's fine. Search and replace, that's fine. Okay, so once you've added the things you want here, and just click the save button, and that will then save it in inside your WordPress blog. So now if you go to do a post, you'll see that you have a little thing with font family, font sizes, formats table and stuff like that now inside your actual blog. Okay, so now we're going to get the part about learning HTML. Okay. Basically a lot of people go and they do courses, you know, to learn all about HTML and learn the language and so on and so forth. And the thing is, you know, I've been blogging and marketing online for probably about 13 years now, and I couldn't tell you HTML language at all. There's maybe 3 or 4 things I could probably tell you, but very little. I couldn't write HTML myself, but I can put things into an HTML format very, very easily. So that's what I want to show you today. So basically anytime you want to make anything in the HTML, you can basically go into your WordPress and you can use all these buttons to make it into whatever format you want. Okay, so say you want your writing bold. So this is my bold writing. Okay. say you want to write in bold, you can just come along here, highlight it, click the bold button. Okay, and to find out the HTML, all you do is just click text, and now you'll see what the HTML for that is. Okay, so say I want to create a banner, right? I can go to the likes of canva.com. Now, a banner for your sidebar in your blog would generally normally be about it would normally be about 300 by 250 or 300 by 300. So if I go to just Canva, and I decide to make a banner for my site or for someone else, okay, all I do is click use custom dimensions, and I want it to be 300 by 300, and click design. So now say I want the banner to be, say, like have a blue background, so I can pick a color here, or I can just create my own. Okay, so let's say I want to do so say my banner was blue, for example. I can go here, okay, I can upload an image, so I can grab whatever image I want, basically. Grab a button, whatever you want. And then you can go and you can add whatever text you want. So okay, so say this here was our banner, for example. Okay, and we'll just click download. So just call it 101 Blogging Tips banner. Save. Oh, okay, 101 Blogging Tips banner 2. Save. Okay, so now I should have this on my desktop. So if I go here in my WordPress, so say I want to turn this banner into HTML so I can put it on my blog or website, okay? All I do is I'll click Add Media, click Upload Files, then I'll select the files, and then I'll just type into the search 101 blogging tips banner, and we can see it here, the little blue one. Okay, so we'll just click on that, open it, and then insert it into post. Okay, so now this is my new banner. Okay, now to actually hyperlink that so that when people actually click it, it goes somewhere, all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the URL for my 101 blogging tips. Okay, so this is the capture page. I'm just going to click on that URL. Okay, I'm going to go to posts, add new. So make sure your editor here first is in visual, okay? So you always want your editor in visual, and that means you'll actually see what you're doing. Okay. And close that, close that. Okay, so just going to upload the file again. Okay. So now we're going to turn this picture into HTML. It's taken a wee minute to upload. I have quite a lot of images in my site. I think this blog has like about 2,000 or so posts in it. 2,500 actually. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll click on that. Okay, like that, and that's what it should look like when you click on it. Okay. And then you click Insert Link, and then I'll paste the URL. Okay. That's the URL from a capture page where I want it to go. Click Apply. Okay, now that's our picture, right? And that's the banner I want people to come and click on. Now if we click on text, you'll see that is now automatically being turned into HTML. So I didn't learn any HTML coding, okay? I just made whatever it was the way I wanted it in WordPress, and then when I click on text I automatically get the HTML. So then I can take that HTML code and I can put it wherever I want it. Okay, so I'm going to copy that bit of code and I'm going to go let me just save this draft. and then I'm going to just add this into my ad rotator so it'll appear on the right hand side of my blog. Okay, I'm going to click on that one. I'm going to change that banner. I'm going to paste my HTML code. Enable click and impression tracking so I know how many people actually are tracking it, and then I'm just going to save the advert. So the same goes for any picture at all, okay? Any picture. If you don't want it to be clickable, then you don't need to, you know, hyperlink it the way I did there with the little link button, okay? But if we look now, let's just say this rotates. So if we watch these banners, it should eventually change. And then when we click the banner, it should take us to my 101 blogging tips capture page eventually. There's about 10 adverts here, I think. Okay, here it is. So I'm going to click on it and you'll see it immediately goes to the capture page. Okay, so there we go. That's perfect. So that's how you can create a banner with HTML. As you can see now how to turn your ordinary things into HTML. Another thing I want to just talk about quickly is I want to show you, because if you've just started blogging, one of the biggest issues a lot of people have now, they have changed it recently. It used to be that you couldn't just copy the link of a YouTube blog and post it in WordPress, and it wouldn't work. Now you can, but there's only one problem with, you know, posting a YouTube link in WordPress, and that is that it will be whatever set size that WordPress has decided for you, okay? So if I just go now and copy the URL, say of a video, say I copy this URL, I go in here, I paste it in Visual, right, and I hit enter, okay? It will be there, right? It will be there, but it'll be whatever size that, you know, YouTube has set it at, unless your blog automatically resizes it to the right size. I think my blog maybe does automatically resize it to the right size, but I'm going to show you the proper way to do it so you know how to change the size of your video, okay? So what you want to do is you want to go down to the bottom of the video, you want to click share, and then you want to click embed where it says embed, click embed, and that will now give you the embed code. Now one of the things which can be really annoying, especially if it's on your website, is whenever your video ends, somebody else's video comes on, and that's quite annoying. So untick show suggested videos when the video finishes so that other people's videos won't come up. Okay, and then just copy this here, bit of code, and then what you have to remember here when you're pasting a video is with the embed code, you always need to click over to the HTML. It used to be called HTML, but now they've called it text just to confuse people. So if you click the thing that says text and paste your HTML code, okay. Now what you're going to see here is you're going to see it says 560 by 315. Now depending what size your actual blog is, if it's full size, if it's a sidebar or not, or so on. What I've found is most of my blogs I have a sidebar in, so I've found that my blogs are actually 600 is the perfect, 600 to 620 is the perfect width for my page, you know, to sort of fill the page. So what I would normally do is I would normally change this to 600 by 400. Okay, and now if I click visual, you'll see this is the video. Okay, that's the video there, and say I save it as a draft, and click preview. You'll be able to see that it sort of takes up the most part of my page and my blog. Okay, you see there's a wee bit of space there, so you know you could maybe edit it a wee bit. You can maybe edit it and make it, I know, 6. That seems to be a wee bit wider, that one, so you can maybe make it 650. So say we change it to 650 here, see what it looks like. Save draft, and then we can, once it's saved the draft, then we can preview it again, and preview. So you can do this with your own blog. You can sort of look at the page and see if it's taken up the full page, and if it's not taking up the full page, you know, just make it a wee bit bigger, right? It's sort of closer now to the full page. To me, that would be acceptable enough. You know, to me, that would be acceptable enough. I mean, if you're really, really fussy, you know, you could go in and make it another, you know, I don't know, maybe make it another 30 wider. Save draft. Now if you make it too big, it's going to come off the side of the page, it's going to look stupid, so it's better to be a wee tiny bit smaller than to be too big, because you don't want your video to sort of go off the side of your blog, right? So we'll just click preview again. So yeah, that's perfect. I think that's perfect. It's in the center. That to me is perfect. Okay. So you just adjust your video for the size of your blog, okay, so that it looks right in your page. The other thing you can also do with your video is you can say you want it to appear in the sidebar, you know, on the right hand side where the banners are. You want it to be smaller or something. all you do is you can change it to the width of your banner. Okay, so if you want it to appear where your banner is in the top, just change the width to 300, okay, by whatever, say 180. Okay, and then visual, you'll see now it's a very tiny video. Okay, and then you can copy that code, copy it, go to appearance, go to widgets, and then all you do is you drag a little text box up into this sidebar. So I'm just going to find the text box, just grab it up here, put it up at the top. So say I want it to appear, say I want the video to appear at the top, I'll put it here. Didn't used to have this in WordPress, but now they have visual and text, so you also need to go into the text for the HTML to work. So click text and then paste your HTML code for your video, click save. Okay, and now if we go to my website, you'll see in the top right, you'll see that video. Okay, so when the cache isn't working, you can see now up on the very top right, the video appears in the sidebar. And if you click play, it plays just like a normal video. Once again, it's running quite slowly, and because there's a lot of recording and stuff going on here.
Once the land was theirs, they threw out all the Palestinians that were living on it.
Yeah, so basically that's how you can actually add your video into your sidebar using HTML. Okay, so it's the same for anything you want in HTML. Okay, you know, if you want a picture of your child and you want to put it in HTML and put it in the sidebar, or a picture yourself, all you do is you make the image, you upload the image in WordPress, okay, and then once you've uploaded the image in WordPress, then you basically just copy and paste the code like that. So I'm just going to go in here quickly and I'm just going to delete this because I don't want the video appearing in the top right of my blog. That was just basically to demonstrate to you how it's done. So I hope you found this training useful today, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow in tomorrow's training. I'll see you then.